Kaskova character colours of Chelsea Thoroughbreds. Took him a while to get off the mark over hurdles, but when he did at Ascot, he was very impressive, wasn't he?
He was. I don't know how strong the race was, but he looked good that day. He travelled very strongly all the time. No, he's definitely going chasing. He looks like a chaser. He's won his novice hurdle, and he's got a bit of experience, so he can get on with it. Yeah.
And a horse that was obviously a novice last year, but he looked very good in handicaps, certainly at the festival as well. In the Coral Cup was Craig Niche, won it at Ascot before that as well. He could be the real deal. Do you agree?
I think he's a proper chaser, yeah. He's a lovely big horse, all quality and a good jumper. Travels very well through his races. Yeah, I mean, we haven't schooled over fences yet, but he's all ready to.
So the plan is novice chasing for him?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What about Patroclus, who had a nice campaign over hurdles as a novice last year?
Yeah, definitely go chasing. I mean, he is purely a chaser. I mean, I'd be very disappointed if he isn't 10 times better than what he was over hurdles. I think he's a lovely horse. He's only been in Richard this week, but he's very big and very, very strong.
We all saw Galley Hill make a winning hurdles debut at Newbury. He was all the rage. He just about got home, and then he ran well enough in defeat after that. But he's a very big horse, and if there's any horse that I suppose is going to go chasing, you'd have to say it's him.
Yeah, he'll go straight over fences. There's no doubt about that. But he's a beautiful horse, and he wasn't built for hurdle racing, so he has had a little wind operation since. I think that did stop him the last time, but no, he's ready to go straight over fences. We have schooled him, and he's very, very good.
No ordinary Joe, very impressive in a bumper at Sandown, and then won a couple of hurdle races sort of in the spring. What's the plan for him?
Again, I would think novice chasing. He looks like a big, solid horse, very strong, robust. Proper winter chaser.
Valsida?
Straight over fences again. I think he's going to want 3 miles, but he jumps very well, and he gallops. But he would want 3 miles, yeah.
Mr. Coffey, quite a free-going horse, Nicky, but quite a talented one at that.
Oh, I think he's good. There's no doubt about it. He was just his first run was very good the year before last. And then the next time we ran him in a novice hurdle at Huntingdon, and there was nothing going to make the running. And Nicky said, well, look, I might as well just let him lob along in front. It's pointless getting caught up with all there was a lot of dead wood in the race. And he jumped out the gate, and he just never, ever stopped for breath. It just ran away, and it was crazy. And we just had to go right back to the drawing board, and last year teach him to settle. And we had to have one run right out the back, and he, not surprisingly, flew home, which was good. It's what we wanted to see, but we had to do it. And then he won very impressively, and he ran well all the way through. But I mean, he is a good horse, but he's been crying out for fences, so this is where it all happens. And he's already schooled, he's very good, and it would be disappointing if he wasn't near the top.
And Bothwell Bridge also looked quite progressive last season before perhaps a slightly disappointing run in the Sefton at Aintree.
Well, I think it probably wasn't the right place to be at the right time. He'd done everything right. He wanted minding, and he got thrown into that. But he's a horse I like a lot. He was very impressive when he won at Warwick the first time. He won a moderate race in between, but he ran well at Newbury, didn't he? We have schooled him over fences. He was, you have to say, he was sensational. He was seriously good. That was only a fortnight ago. So we'll keep doing that. He would love soft ground. I don't know how far he'll get, but again, he looks like a natural novice chaser.
So of all of those sort of last season's novice hurdlers or hurdlers who are going to go novice chasing this season, which is the one that excites you the most?
Last year it was easy. Shishkin, Chantry House, and a few other like Fusey Raffles and things like that were the standout ones. I think this is a good sort of across-the-board selection. There isn't an obvious superstar. If Dussart went chasing, he probably might be, but those ones like Mr. Coffey, Bothwell Bridge, they're a strong bunch anyway. As I don't know that I can see the next Shishkin Altior coming along, but you know, it's lurking there somewhere. Can't be. We've been too lucky.